Welcome back to our channel Supernatural Life. Today we are getting to know about third eye. I've been challenged recently by a series of discussions, increasingly hypnotized by a broad, all-inclusive system of belief that has come to be known today as the New Age movement. The third eye, also known as the inner eye, is a mystical and esoteric concept referring to a speculative invisible eye which provides perception beyond ordinary sight. Adherents to the reality of the third eye suppose an individual to be capable of making certain advances on life's journey, which opens successive spiritual gateways of enlightenment. One particular threshold in this process of enlightenment results in access to a third eye, thus completing an optical trinity. Now, in theosophy, the third eye is connected with the pineal gland. The pineal gland is an endocrine gland that is found in the brain of nearly all vertebrate creatures. This gland is located near the center of the brain and is responsible for producing serotonin and melatonin, which aids in proper mood, digestion, sleep patterns, and memory. In relation to such quests for divine knowledge, evolutionists associated with theosophy contend that this was once a physical eye in the ancestors of modern humans, but it eventually receded into the skull and became the pineal gland. But now, this gland that every person possesses can be unlocked and used to perceive both visible and invisible realities, which would otherwise be inaccessible to the uninitiated or the uneducated. Now, it's important that we be reminded that proponents of such systems of thought are not necessarily bad people. We are aware that according to the Bible, Satan is our very real enemy. New Age minds also believe there is an enemy seeking to cause division, hate, and turmoil in societies and cultures at large. However, let's go back to the time when man was created and take another look at what Satan was actually doing. Because God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil, the serpent said to the woman, Genesis 3 verse 5. People trying to resemble God is not a terrible thing in and of itself. We often discuss this verse from Genesis 3 and sneer at Eve and Adam for such a ridiculous and evil idea. We condemn them, stating they wanted to be God. They tried to usurp God's throne. Satan was essentially telling Eve that she could make her own decisions without the guidance of God and become more godly by exerting her own will. We've all tried to do this in our own lives in various ways. Please don't be confused, dear. The New Age movement and the notion that asceticism and personal responsibility can lead to enlightenment are not new ideas. When Jesus declared that he is the only light of the world through whom true enlightenment is attained, John 1 verse 9, he addressed this matter. Jesus is the only one who can bring the life of God to us, just as the sun's rays do. But because they refuse to accept him as the sole source of divine truth, the generation of Jesus remains spiritually dull and blind, much like people today. After hearing the gospel, we rejected Jesus just like the people of that time. There is a true third eye, but it's not the pineal gland, the hidden eye of Eastern mysticism. There is an actual third eye, but it's not any doorway that opens by human cleverness. No, the eye of faith in Jesus Christ is the only invisible eye that allows us access to the world of truth and spiritual reality. Without being born from above, a person cannot see the kingdom of God, according to what Jesus taught in John 3 verse 3. Jesus is claiming that while vision is a factor in salvation, The first step to real enlightenment is to recognize Him as God in human form. In other words, we must evaluate all other realities in light of Jesus. It is essential that we begin with Jesus. Dear one, I've written these things that you might open your eye of faith to receive eyes to see the light of Jesus Christ. I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, so that you will know what is the hope of His calling, and what is the surpassing greatness of His, Christ's, power toward us who believe. Ephesians 1 verses 18 to 19. This cannot be achieved by human strength or intelligence. We must receive Jesus from God and believe unto salvation. Having to be enlightened by Jesus may at first seem humiliating, but after a little while you'll see it's so liberating. Will you consider opening yourself to Him today? Scriptures on third eye. According to Ephesians 5 verse 11. Do not participate in the unfruitful deeds of darkness, but instead even expose them. Matthew 6 verses 22 to 24. The eye is the lamp of the body. So, if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light, but if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. Ephesians 1 verse 18. Having the eyes of your hearts enlightened, that you may know what is the hope to which He has called you, what are the riches of His glorious inheritance in the saints. If you have ever participated in a cult, New Age, or any other false religious system and need to talk with someone in confidence, please contact us to schedule an appointment. Everyone can live in freedom. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey on Third Eye. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. May God bless you abundantly on your spiritual journey. Don't forget to check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel Supernatural Life for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and may you be inspired to live out your faith boldly. Until next time, take care.